Whoa.
It's on my face.
That was just one, and that was like one.
That was one like section.
Yeah, one section of beard.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Beardbrand fam? This is Bob the Barber here at headquarters in Southton, Texas. I got my boy Mack, one of the Beardbrand team, social media guy. He's gonna take care of you guys, and we're gonna give him a hefty chop today. So, Mr. Mack,
Yeah.
what can I do for you today?
We're gonna go real short. I've been growing this out for a while now, but I want to go back to that, like that short length. I just kind of want to refresh. You guys are gonna see it's gonna be real short.
Yeah,
real short. That was a photo taken 3 years ago, and
have you been growing this beard out for 3 years?
so I've been growing it out since like 2015, 2016. And for my sister's wedding, she told me I had to cut it short or I wouldn't be allowed in the wedding. So I cut it real short.
When you're the one wearing the white dress, you get
so I continued to like grow it out at different, like I'd grow it out and keep it a good length for a while, and then I'd be like, oh, let's go longer. And then once I started here, I was like, I just let it go, and as you can see, it's gone.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be quite the transformation. And on top, I kind of saw the same style. I think it might go a little shorter just to have some fun with it.
Why not?
Let's dig in.
It always grows back, try something new.
The haircut that you had in the picture, it looks like you maybe had like a 1.5.
Yeah, I usually like a one to two, depending on like the time of the year, and keep the top kind of natural as I'm kind of going through what all men go through, and it's thinning out on top.
Yeah.
So I try to keep it as much hair up there as I can, but I've always been a fan of like the really shorter sides.
Yeah, we'll take it down a tad bit shorter. We're starting off with a half, and then to make the one look more aggressive, it'll be the same length that you're used to, but we'll just take it up a smidge higher.
Yeah. So I've had this beard, really been growing it since 2015, so about 5 years, over 5 years now. I took it completely off once in late 2015, but when I moved to Texas back in August of 2019, I decided to just let it grow. And the only trimming I did to it was like dead ends and just kind of maintenance to make it look good. And then once I started a Beardbrand back in October, Eric was like, hey, it looks great. And I was like, yeah, let's just grow it out. And I really haven't done much to it since then. I've trimmed up the dead ends like a few times, but my last cut and trim was back at the beginning of December.
Susceptible to peer pressure, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. I like it. I'm surprised we're not rocking the mullet right now.
I wholeheartedly almost considered it at one point, but I was like, only one big change at a time. My girlfriend has no clue I'm even trimming the beard right now.
Ooh,
so
buddy.
Rather than show up with this, she has no clue. She knows I'm getting a haircut.
Is she a fan of the shorter beard?
So when we started dating, I had that medium length and into this. So she's never seen me completely shaven, and she's never seen me with a really, really short beard. And the plan was originally to go completely off so she could see me clean shaven once. And
I feel like you have like a beard diary. Because you remember these dates so well.
I do, because it's just been such a big, after I graduated college, right, after you close that one chapter of your life, you start
all those milestones.
You start in the real world. You got to start paying bills, school loans, car loans, all that stuff. So I started growing my beard probably right around that time because I was like stressed as heck. I was like, oh my God, so much is going on. So she's never seen it short. She told me she doesn't want to see me completely shaven. She likes the beard. So I figured a good compromise would
I'm sure you're not that hideous under
Yeah, I hope not. I'd rather not spend Valentine's Day alone tonight. So that's the goal. That's the goal.
All of us, man. All of us. Yeah.
If not, I'll get a whole box of chocolates to myself, I guess. So.
Oh, those Bucky cake balls.
Oh my, I'm excited. She's excited too for those. She kind of knows they're coming. I hinted at it this morning when she left.
If y'all don't know what Bucky's is, man, do your homework.
It's amazing.
It's the holy grail of gas stations. I don't care where you're from. We beat you.
Yeah, when I moved down here, we drove down from Ohio, and when we crossed the border into Texas, the first sign was it was like 156 miles to your first Bucky's, and I was like, there we go.
That's too far.
It was too far. But we stopped. Like you can't not, especially once you live here. It's like you got to stop. Yeah, so she hasn't seen it gone down this short yet, but I'm more doing it for me because I just want that refresh.
It is a nice feeling, and I'm starting mine, and I don't know which direction I'm going with it, but the journey of growing a beard is always, it's fun.
Yeah, and for me it
can be fun.
It was more or less, rather than like shaping this to the style I want, I kind of wanted to like start fresh and experience like, maintenance of a short beard again, and kind of grow with it one more time. because the option was either trim it like to the perfect shape that I wanted, or just start fresh, and that was a lot more appealing to me.
What was it like? I've never grown anything close to that. What was it like starting it shorter and then?
So I mean, it's the amount of maintenance that requires as it gets longer. It's like exponential. You go from like you can get away with not getting up early to like you got to get up and blow dry it, comb it, product it. And for my beard, the one thing I've hated about the length the most is that halfway through the day, and everyone in the office probably noticed this, it just poofs out on the sides because it's just like that. So it's sometimes like during the afternoon, I'll have to go to the bathroom with the comb, grab some styling bumps, utility balm, kind of work it in.
Yes, there's strategic.
There's like times of the day.
It was strategic timing, but there's product in this place that's like placed strategically, so that if you just need a little bit of like a dollop of something, a little touch.
Yes, touch of this. Yeah, because we got beard wash and softener in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
I keep a bottle of tea tree oil on my desk, so when it's like really dry, I'm like, oh, I can take care of that. The other thing is I think my beard's close to terminal length at this point in some areas. So my girlfriend was noticing there were like hairs. There were like, you know, the typical beardsman hair when it gets really long and you find them everywhere. She rolled over the other day, there's one on her pillow, and she was like, yeah, no thank you. And I was like, okay, so yeah, sure. So she asked me to like just trim it up, mostly because my hair, like I haven't got a haircut in 3 months now. And I was like, yeah, I'll trim it up, and she has no clue that trimming up meant like trimming
everything. Yeah. It's important to us barbers to do our best to speak y'all's language, but at the same time, like if you as a client aren't digging what we got going on, like don't hesitate, don't stay that kind of shit, man. Just we don't take offense to it. It's we want the best for you guys too, and I always appreciate when guys like you give me a chance to work on your stuff. It's fun. It's creative for me. I know it's probably scary for you.
It's always, every time you sit in your chair, it's always a little scary because you're, especially like, because we're like chatty now, and then the second you get down like to the beard, everyone goes quiet.
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
Because it's like, I don't want to move, I don't want to say something, and you laugh and you accidentally go, what?
One of my real good friends, Brandon, he sent me a meme of anytime that you want to sneeze in the barber's chair, and he's like, the guy's like focused so hard on just not moving, but like all the faces behind him are those ugly faces.
What it feels like. You know, my mom went to school to be a hairdresser, and her aunt was a hairdresser, so she always cut her hair as kids. And so like the first time I went to like my barber, he's like, what do you want on top? And I didn't know what to say. Because for like 20 some odd years, I just sat in my aunt's chair and she just did what my mom told her to do, right? So, and then it was like, and so like the first haircut was not what I wanted, but it's because I didn't explain it right. And then he's like, oh, let me fix it. So we fixed it up. I was like, okay, that's better. He's like, yeah, this is what you get. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, learning the language, the jargon, it's regional too, you know.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, just learning whatever you guys were doing up in the north, out in Ohio, now here in Texas. It's literally different languages, the same thing. So I kind of wrapped up the bottom of the taper, the fade. We're using my Wallace seniors. They're adjustable. I threw on the half guard, the 1 guard, and the 1.5. And now we're working into the transition from like the bottom of the head to the straight up sides and the parietal, kind of like the bend, this little recession right here. When I do as a barber, when I'm cutting these shorter lengths and I see how far the hair sticks out, it's like, okay, I know I need to be careful and not just like mow into this. I would like to finesse it a little bit more, so use different tools such as like a bigger guard, or leave myself some room so I can use my shears. And once again, this is the first time I'm cutting Mack's hair, so I like to, I've said it before and I'll say it again, err on the side of caution. So it's, you just work your way up gradually, and at the end, once the haircut's getting closer to being polished, that's what we can do. We work on those little angles and areas that need to come down, and so I like to work quickly in the areas that I'm confident in. I know what skin looks like, I know what a fade looks like, and that's pretty much the same on most heads. And after that, these little transition areas where I like to spend a little more time and focus. But yeah, Mack's got really nice hair.
There's a little more of it, but
Kind of finished what we were doing on the sides. Started you at a half, kept it pretty low. Like I said, a little wider on the 1 and 1.5. Now I just want to see what your hair does up top. I know that in that picture it was pretty short.
yeah.
I think the danger in sometimes just like getting everything nice and short on hair like yours, it just looks a little basic.
Yeah.
So you could always have a short haircut. I think adding a good amount of texture.
I say do it. Add some
Yeah,
texture, have
it
some
just
fun
makes
with it.
just a very classic haircut have a little bit more of an edge, a little bit of a more modern take, and gives you some versatility. I call it the intentionally messy look.
Yeah.
Because you can always just put just a small amount of hair product and smooth it out, and it looks great.
Yeah.
Very professional and mature.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're
And in that photo, I was like, I got to get this haircut perfect for the sister's wedding. I was like, it's got to be
yeah,
perfect.
because those pictures are gonna last forever.
I was like, what do you want? And she's like, this. I was like, okay, sounds good.
You're a good brother. Because I want texture, not just like softening up the tips. I'm gonna be like the angle of my shears is really aggressive.
Did you tell your folks you're trimming the beard?
My mom doesn't know, and my mom has been the biggest opponent to the beard when I first started growing it.
Well, yeah, because you're her baby. She wants to
yeah,
see your
and
face.
so when
she made you.
The last time I got it cut was right before they came for Christmas, right? I got it cut like a week before that. And so it looked really good. It looked clean. It was styled very well just because it got rid of all that dead stuff. And even her, she's like, oh, it's getting long. And I was like, yeah. And so this time I'm just not even going to tell her. I'm just going to wait till she shows up and I pick her up at the airport and she's going to be like, what is that? This looks so good.
Finally. Yeah, my mom and sister are brutal. They're like, oh, you look gross. Like trim that thing. Like, hey, good to see you. Good to see you too, sis. Yeah, they don't hold back. I gotta love them for that too.
Yeah. I've shaved it off once since I started growing. It was that one time, like in 2015, and she walked around the corner because I was still living at home because I just graduated, and she came up the stairs and she jumped and then started crying. And so I don't think it's gonna be that dramatic for her this time, but I think she'll be a little shocked.
I'm just polishing out this little nape taper. Took it down to skin. Just working my way up. Looking for any of those dark spots in your classic knobby parts of the head. You have a beautiful, average sized head, so nothing weird back here. Cool. So I'm pretty happy with the length, the shape, the texture. Let it rest for a little bit. Let's get into the fun
Good
parts.
stuff.
Good stuff.
Ooh.
So how blind are you? Because can you see what we're working with?
Yes,
right now?
I will have my contacts on. I wore contacts for today. Yeah.
So, all right, it makes me a little nervous to get this aggressive with the beautiful beard, luscious beard. Just gonna comb through this real quick, make sure. All you guys here at the shop, man, you guys take such good care of your stuff. I don't have to work through it too much. Put some maintenance in your beard, y'all. There's your chin. And if I remember correctly, it was about 2 inches from your jawline. So, yeah, we'll just do this in a couple of rounds, I think.
Let's do it.
Let's see what it starts to look like. All right, here we go. Straight down the middle, on the side. Let's do it. Civil War general type beard. You ever considered that? I know the picture didn't have that, but. I always like to work from like a single side in beard trims like this because it's always fun to see how drastic the change. Look up for me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Open up my adjustable and just use the heel of the clipper to guide me. And since I know we're gonna chop off some of this mustache as well, I'm just going to knock that down too. Taper real quick just to pre-polish.
How you feeling?
I mean, it's nice to have like that. I've always liked the shorter beard. It was always my preference, but that's just like wow, there was a lot there.
Yeah.
You look like Two-Face. Turn to one side and then turn to the other.
And it's amazing how like same hair texture, same
Yep.
person, just
It's
two
just-
different
it's
lengths
just
makes such
gone.
a difference in
Yeah.
look up from here just a bit, and then yeah, we'll just try to match up these bad boys. This is that quiet part of the haircut that you were talking about.
Deep in it.
Therapeutic portion. All right, got the bulk down now, so now we'll start to really give it some shape.
Yeah. I look completely different already. I was like, wow, that's me. Holy crap.
I'm telling you, promotion time. So I threw on my 1.5 guard, opened it all the way up, so it's about a 2, and I'm going with the grain, and it's just knocking down some of those guys. Still using the heel of the clipper to just follow your face shape. You have a pretty distinct hairline, so I just try to follow it, and it meshes up nicely with the jawline. That gives the beard a nice full look. I like that. Just following those natural indicators, natural guides. You can always have a little bit of fun, make them more aggressive, keep them lower if you want that chin strap. How you enjoying this haircut, man?
I'm really enjoying it.
I was, yeah. It's like when you, it's like I always like to ask all the hard-hitting questions when I'm doing the mustache. It's like when the waiters ask how you're enjoying the burger, we're like mid-bite. I'm like, oh, it's good. Mac, when you aren't growing your beard, what are you into?
I'm a huge geek.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah, huge geek, huge gaming geek. So I'm a big gamer. And then I got 2 dogs at home that keep us pretty busy. So we
Connect 4 or
like PC and console,
okay.
yeah, geek gaming.
So this is the tricky part. Once we start getting to the polishing phase, we're happy with the length, we're happy with the shape. The beards are be completely different from side to side. Cowlicks, where the waves are, where the curls are.
I just wanted to start over without completely starting over. That was my big thing. I was like, I can take a lot off.
Yeah, this is like a proper beard.
Still start over and then kind of get back to that length and have fun with it, and my girlfriend thinks I'm doing this in the summer because she's like, it's cold. It's really not that cold compared to what I'm used to.
Yeah. Bruh, whatever, dude.
I'm in a t-shirt with no jacket. It's not cold.
This might as well be Antarctica.
Wow, that's been a while. I have a neck. I actually have a neck.
All right, just put your head back, yeah. Do you have any favorite scents?
I'm an old money guy, but
I thought you were about to say Old Spice guy.
I'm an old money guy, but I've been loving that Stone Mason.
Right? It's so good.
I'll probably rock that.
It smells of stone, masculine, fresh.
Especially because there's a good chance I'll probably shower and get even a little more dressed up for Valentine's Day tonight. That I'll probably be putting something else on anyways.
So you're doing this one for you then?
I'm doing this one for me.
Some of that Stone Mason utility balm. Just enough weight to tuck in some of those stragglers and nourish that skin that we just exposed.
Yeah.
Did I see you wearing a hat earlier today?
Not today. This past week I've been wearing a hat. But when I don't wear a hat, I'll usually throw some sea salt spray in it just to give that little extra volume and texture for me.
Yeah.
Because it's not all there, so this kind of helps really make it pop.
I'm throwing like a product like this styling balm on dry hair that's been sea salted. I'm just gonna rake it through really lightly, just keep that volume going. Focus it in the areas that might give me trouble. That's you in a nutshell.
Looks good.
Hell yeah, man! I'm excited.
I like it.
bet you thought that you weren't going to see me around anymore. Well, it's true. If you want to see me around, you got to head over to Beardbrand Alliance. Otherwise, if you hate me, stick around here at Beardbrand. I'm not here anymore.